Food contains energy, which our bodies can extract chemically during respiration. But the energy in food can also be extracted and measured simply by burning it. To measure this energy, we will need an aluminium beaker, a digital thermometer, a blowtorch, and some peanuts and maize snacks. These will enable us to compare the energy contained in two different foods. We fill an aluminium beaker with 100 millilitres of water and clamp it to a stand. We lower a thermometer into the water and record an initial temperature of 20.6 degrees Celsius. We then place a watch glass on the balance and set it to 0. We weigh our peanuts. They weigh 3.87 grams. The watch glass is then placed into a ring stand. We set the peanuts on fire using a blowtorch. When the peanuts stop burning, we take the new temperature of the water and calculate the increase. 19.6 degrees Celsius. Once the watch glass has cooled completely, the glass and the residue from the burnt peanuts are weighed so we can calculate the difference. 0.73 grams. We repeat the procedure for the maize snacks. We use the same volume of water, but our initial temperature is slightly lower. And the mass of the maize snacks is also different. Burning the snacks increases the water temperature. This time, the temperature increases by 17.5 degrees Celsius. The remains of the snacks are weighed, and the difference in mass is 0.95 grams. We carried out an experiment where we burned foodstuffs in order to compare the heat energy they contain per gram. When the foodstuffs are burned, most of the chemical energy stored within them is released as heat. As hot air rises, the heat moves upwards and begins to heat the metal beaker, and most of the energy is transferred to the water inside, causing its temperature to rise. We record the mass of the foods at the beginning and at the end of the experiment, so we know what mass has been burned. And we measure the temperature increase of the water. This allows us to work out the temperature increase per gram of food. The experiment showed that a gram of peanuts would increase the temperature of 100 millilitres of water by over 27 degrees Celsius, whereas a gram of maize snacks would increase the temperature by just less than 18 degrees Celsius. So the peanuts contain more energy than the maize snacks. Burning crops releases chemical energy that has been stored by the plants as they grow. This means that high-energy foods, like sugarcane, can be used as fuel. Known as energy crops, these plants are used to produce ethanol that can power cars. The ethanol is burned in the engine, and the chemical energy released is converted into movement, or kinetic energy, turning the wheels of the car.